2. What's good, your boy? Everything water and water is everything. My familia, I got for you guys a crazy busted solar hunter build, man. If y'all like this video, man, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm telling you, you're gonna be throwing so infinite knives that's gonna be igniting everything, causing too much chaos. But yeah, if y'all like this other video, again, please leave a like and subscribe. Gotta say it twice so you can hear it twice. But yeah, let's get straight to the video. Starting off with this video, we're going to be using the Ophidian Scythe. If I said it wrong, I apologize. But basically, with this new season, this exotic chest piece got a buff. Now, the perk for this now is you gain a second knife per charge. Getting a final blow with a throwing knife grants consecutive knives, temporary stacking bonus damage. Gambler's dodge refresh the bonus timer. Also, this exotic also gives you 2 knives, and when you dodge against any enemies nearby, you get both of your dodges back. This got one of the best reworks in terms of like solar exotics for hunters. This next, I think, is like probably like top 3 of the reworks in my opinion. It's really good now because now you can spam your weighted throwing knife with like certain fragments to stack up all your like scorches, like stack scorch, and you can just ignite everything. Literally, man, with a solar weapon, just have any solar weapon with incandescent combined with this is crazy. I'm telling you, man, this is one of the best new exotics for the game. You can literally spam the knives and then you can get it back with your dodge, because with this solar build you're gonna be getting your dodge in like 30 seconds, man. But yeah, now we're gonna get into the exotic weapon. Alright, for our exotic weapon, we're going to be using the beautiful DPS Dragon's Breath. Now, this exotic is so good. It's really good. And with the catalyst, oh my goodness. It's really good. So basically, the perk of this is rockets enable themselves and struck targets and periodically inject indesperate full and deflect scorches. The longer the weapon goes without firing, the more fuel the next rocket contains. This is really good. You can spam this with any solo build and just make sure you create a lot of ignitions while the dragon breath is like about to burst. It's really good. And with the catalyst, this weapon replenishes full faster. Defeating target with this weapon causes them to drop fire sprites. Now this is good, man. I'm telling you, the dragon breath might be one of the best. It's top 3 right now. In exotics, it might be, in my opinion, the best exotic rocket launcher. It does really good damage. Like, you can wipe up any enemies in 1830s, any enemies in what you're doing. This is a good exotic. If you don't got this catalyst, get it. It's worth it. But yeah, now we're gonna get into the abilities, aspects, and fragments of this build. Let's get it. Okay, starting off with our super, we're going to be using Blade Barrage. It's the fastest. It has this fastest cooldown, and it's also really strong. You could go with any of the golden guns, but I think Blade Barrage is the best for this in terms of just like spamming your super. For our melee, we're going to be using weighted throwing knife, because after every, I think you have 3 times when you throw it gets stronger, and I just feel like the weighted throwing knife is the perfect. And if you land a headshot, you get an ignition. I think it's both for with the knife trick, but I just feel like the weighted throwing knives are perfect. For this build, I'm going to be using Healing Grenade. You don't have to if you don't want to, because you can switch out a certain thing, but at the same time, don't. So Healing Grenade is perfect, especially if you're trying to do like high-end content. For our aspects, we're going to be using Knock 'em Down, and we're going to be using On Your Mark. The reason why I'm not going to be using Gun Panic Gamble, because there's already going to be so much ignitions going on, you won't need Gun Panic Gamble. Honestly, you don't need it. Now, going on to our fragments, this is going to be your bread and butter, because we're going to be spamming these with our exotic chest piece, spamming them, literally igniting everything, but we also want to be able to get radiant. So Amber of Torches is powered melee attacks against bandits, make you and nearby allies radiant. This is going to be good, because now the whole squad is going to be radiant, and you're going to be able to spam these even without the chest piece, which is really cool. Also, we're going to be using Amber of Ryan, solar weapon or ability final blows, extended duration of the restoration and radiant affected applied to you. This is really good, because now with our weapon, just in general, when we just make a final blow, with solar weapon too, so we're going to be going crazy. We're going to be able to just spam, constantly have infinite radiant and infinite restoration, as long as we're getting final blows with our solar weapon. So that's really good. Ember of Singeing, your class ability recharges faster when you're scorched targets. You get your class ability, your dodge, in like 10 seconds. 20 seconds if you are scorching enemies. As long as enemies are on fire, you will get your dodge back. It is a really, this is really good, especially for this season. Solar's going crazy. And then just to get more scorches, we got Ember of Ashes. You apply more scorch stacks to targets. You know, scorch leads, if when you get enough stacks, it ignites. And the way to throw a knife with Ember of Ashes, you're gonna be igniting everything, seriously. And then last but not least, Ember of Searing. The Phoenix Scorch targets grants energy, melee energy, and creates fire spikes. Fire spikes just gives you grenade energy too, to get your healing grenade just in case you don't get a final blow to extend that, because especially depending on your content, you're gonna need your healing grenade at some point in time. But yeah, that's it for my abilities, aspects, and fragments. Let's get into my artifacts, mods, and stats. Everything solar. If you're not maxed up on artifact, what the hell are you doing? Honestly, anything that has to do with solar, you want to max out. You don't really need Heart of Flame unless you want to get radiance for your team. Everything else, like the blast, ray of precisions, torch, flint strike, you don't really need this if you don't want to, but you know, it's cool to have it. And then for our weapons, I'm gonna be using this sidearm, the Heloclose, the Helicentric QSC, the Helicentric QSC with Riptide. This is really good. You can literally just spam Iridescent and then just throw your way to throw a knife and it ignites everything. So I just use this weapon just for proccing scorches. You know what I'm saying? Literally, that's literally what this is for, and it does it really, really good. Sidearms got extreme buff last season, I believe. So sidearms are really, really good in PvE, and anything that has incandescent, but the Helios is really good. I'm telling you, it's good to proc that. I use it just to proc, so I can spam weighing knife and get all those like infinite ignitions. It's really good. And then for Dragon Breath, obviously we talked about Dragon Breath with the catalyst is overpowered. It is crazy, especially with solar, because you're gonna be igniting things, causing more things to ignite and causing more like flame, burning and scorches. I'm telling you, this is really good. Going to our stats, we're gonna be using max resilience. I'm gonna be honest, my stats are a little wonky. 76. It can be better. You can get better stats than this, honest truth, but just always make sure you got high resilience. And then we have 2 solar siphons just to get that orbit power. Then we got heavy-handed, and we're and then we also use the focus strike, and then have anything that has to do with damage reduction depending on what you're doing. And then we have some healing stuff. Honestly, you can switch some of these out if you want to. If I was any of you guys, probably add like something like this. I think this is perfect. So now we get a little buff into our solar weapons. That's cool. So yeah, you can have it exactly like that. And then I'm also using, powerful attraction like Reaper, and outreach. Outreach. But yeah, that's it, man. If y'all like this whole video, man, please leave a like and subscribe. It's where everything water is everything my familiar. I'm out.